It's a leg day. It's a leg day. It's a leg day. It's a leg day. Woo!
Look at them legs. Look at them shorts.
Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord.
Happy holiday. Happy Memorial Day. Doing our best to show some patriotism. And just a word out to everybody. We're grateful for anybody who makes sacrifices for the greater good. And on this holiday, we think extra hard about that. So we can sit here in our air conditioning and stream and order takeout and live this cushy life. What a blessing. Thanks for all of you who make sacrifices, take on challenge and difficulty, do uncomfortable things so that we can all be here happily with our great opportunities. It's a dedication. Get ready for the legwork. As you see from the title, Long Stride, today is about width, breadth, flexibility, mobility,
All the teams.
all the T's. And thankfully, we're not doing any wall tees.
Yes.
Grateful,
I
grateful.
don't like the A's.
You need shoes, for sure. I've been enjoying some of these workouts with socks, with no socks. But today we need something grippy, especially if you're on like a hardwood floor or something slippery, slidey. Because we're going to be way out there. We need the friction on the bottoms of our feet to keep ourselves from sliding too far open. And really, you just need floor space. Perhaps a chair or table or even a broom, something to act as a crutch would be nice. If you need a little balance help, that's cool. Not required. But yes, major length. Strong in difficult spots. Obviously, it's nice to have control when we're at the ends of our joints, range of motions. So that's what we're working on today. And get ready to burn with it. You feel me? Starting with the lower leg. We will downward dog. Woof. Check me out. I'm walking. Like so. I'll show you from the side. I want a calf stretch. That's the priority. So don't let the feet be too close to the hands. We do want to spread, like so. And look, my heels are trying to reach to the floor. My knees are straightening, and I'm getting a nice calf stretch right there. We'll do one at a time, if it's all good for you. Loop this one leg behind the other knee, and then we're going to calf raise up all the way up to the big toe. And then steamroll that foot down until the heel can almost touch the floor. Let's get 10, 9, left several rounds. So take your time getting adjusted. 8, 7, 6, 5. It shouldn't feel too heavy, but it should feel deep stretch-wise. 4, 3, keeping the knee straight. 2, and 1. When we switch legs, if your shoulders need a break, just give your hands a little shake. Otherwise, we're switching legs. Loop that new leg behind the knee, straighten the knee, hips up a little, find that calf stretch by driving the back heel down towards the ground. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, all. 6, 5, the biggest stretch of the calf you can. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hop out. Perfect. Nice little calf stretch. Next, we're going to work a very strange, uncomfortable balance position. And the goal is to get that shin muscle working, that tibialis working. So I have a very short split squat. Look at how short this is. Today we're going to get way out here. But for now, maybe your feet are 1 foot apart, toe to heel. And in fact, with this one, the narrower that stance, the harder it's going to be. Right off the bat, I'm bending my back knee and putting the back heel up. In the front, I'm lifting those toes. Now we have this funky surf where I'm on the back toes and the front heel. And of course, we're going to wobble and have turbulence and fall a little bit. But let's see how much we can handle for 30 seconds. Stay in that balance. 30 seconds. Back heel is up. We're going to lift the front toes in 3, 2. Lift those front toes. And we're all going to fail several times. So fail and get back into it until we hear that bell and we switch sides. Crank the front toes as high as you can and get that back heel way up. And we're surfing.
Surfing, you would say.
Eyes on the floor on one spot. And this one's funky, this one's strange. Relax. That's already 30. Let's switch. And it's the same work on the other side. The back heel is up, and that knee is bent. Front toes are up, and we surf. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get it. Breathe. Eyes on the floor, or some stationary point in front of you somewhere. When you make adjustments, try to make small adjustments. Whoa. Relax, that's 30. Good. Back to our downward dog. Getting those calves worked out. Perhaps we try a longer stance this time as well to get a deeper angle at the heel. Start on the leg, it doesn't matter which one because we will get both. Hips up, straighten the knees, pick a leg, drop that heel down. Now let's go for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the other one down right next to it. Switch legs, knee straight, hips up. Let's go. Stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Find the calf stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hop out. Again with our funky balance. But let's get fatigued first. I'm going to grab something I can balance with. Maybe the wall, maybe a chair nearby, maybe the table. Bend over slightly at the hips. And now we're bringing the toes up in repetitions. Notice I'm not using my knees to lever them up. I'm keeping the knees constant and just the toes come up. 30 seconds of constant repetitions on that shin muscle begin now. You pick how fast, you pick the range, you make sure it's as isolated as possible. Just that ankle doing action, not this whole body rock. Perhaps you can go without help, that's cool. Woo. 5 seconds. Relax, shake them out. Now we're in that awkward balance once more. We're surfing. Pick a leg to put in the back, heel up. Front leg, toes up. And let's surf for 30, 3, 2, begin. And of course, the higher those raises, the better. Get the heel way up. Get the front toes way up. Whoa. Crank. And after that set of shin work, we should feel that front shin driving the toes up. Relax. Switch sides, same work. Back heel is up, front toes are up, in 3, 2, 1, game on.
Just lose it one direction.
Good, relax, shake it. Awesome. Instead of those long calf raises, now we're gonna go wide, do our first wide exploration. We're gonna keep the heels off the ground the entire time. And just drop the heels and raise them. Drop the heels and raise them. It's a very small range of motion because we're so wide, but we're not gonna let those heels drop in between reps. We're gonna stay up and up. And the knees can have a little bend, but keep them close to straight. Here we go for 30 seconds of constant calf raises. Wide, 3, 2, begin. Smooth, controlled, and already those calves. Shake them out. Good.
It's a blue dash.
Oh yeah. One more set of that shin burn. So we got the support or not. Either way, we're going for tibialis. So toe up, toe up, toe up. That's the move. Here. That's the action. Okay. Let's get it for 30 seconds in 3, 2, begin. Toe raise. Shin burn. 10 seconds left. We're gonna go for that funky balance once more. Good. This time I'm going to go a little bit wider with it. You can choose to do the same or stick with where we were. Back heels up, getting low. Front toes, 30 seconds. Now. It's as if we froze walking in the middle of a step. Imagine how stable you'll be on the sidewalk after this. Oh.
Mannequin challenge.
And oh, that front shin.
Wide.
Cooking, yeah, the width was good. I like the slightly wider stance. Let's try it over here. Back heel, front toes in 3, 2, go. Eyes on one object. Oh. 10 seconds. And relax, good. One more 30-second interval of calf raises. Maybe it's even wider this time. If you got the front view, make sure we're not letting the knees cave inward, like so. Instead, we want to open them like a sumo wrestler. That may mean you want to bring your legs in narrower so you can sustain that knee alignment. Totally up to you. Here, little knee bend, those mini calf raises, without letting the heels touch the ground between repetitions in 3, 2, let's get it. And for sure here, we're realizing we need grippy shoes for this workout. If I had no friction, I'd be sliding into full splits. which I cannot sustain. Relax. Cool. Last funky balance. We're going to go as long as we possibly can because we enjoyed that wider version. It was a little more challenging. So set up a nice wide split squat. We're going to hit the balance in 3, 2, begin. Front heel, back toes, surfing. Working that long stride. Three, 2, 1. Awesome. Switching sides, same work. Nice and long split squat. Back heel is up, front toes in 3, 2, 1.
Really surfing today.
And this is a good point to say we should know what's in our surroundings today's workout. So when we do fail and wobble,
Wobble.
we'll be safe, relaxed. Check it out. Hip rock next. You guys know the hip rock. We have a split squat once again. This time a medium length. I'm going to completely lock my front leg. Let's say it's the right leg. Let's all do the right leg front, back leg is bent. I'm going to take my left hand and reach towards it. We might not get there, but reaching towards it will get us the hamstring stretch on the front leg. Go for it. And then come back up. Next we lunge, bend the front leg, calf raise the front foot, straighten the back leg to get the hip flexor stretch back here. Hip flexor stretch on the back hip. Return. Lock the front toes. Go for it. Come up. Thrust is a must. Forward. Front leg hamstring stretch. Back. Back leg hip flexor stretch. Right here. Forward. Lock the front leg. Reach into the toes. Come up. Thrust. Hip flexor stretch on the back leg. One more in each direction. Go for the straight leg. Come on up. Hit the back leg. Crack it open. Great. Switch sides. Same work. Front leg is locked. Now it's the left. With the right hand, we're going to reach towards it. Come up. Reset. Thrust. Pull yourself forward. Straighten the back leg. Very important to straighten that back knee so we get the hip stretch. Return. Straighten the front leg. Reach to it. Stand up. Thrust. Forward. Reach. Lift. Thrust. Forward. Reach. Hamstring stretch. Lift. Thrust it. One more time each direction. Hamstring. Turn up.
Super Mario World.
Very good. Yes, 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 yes. Alrighty. Let's get this work. The widest horse stance you can achieve. And once again, the biggest priority is that we don't let the knees cave inward. Instead, we push them out. So whatever the widest width you can sustain that at, we're good to go. Notice we got the feet angled out. That's where we want to be. And then there should be a little range left to dip into the hips. I'm going to straighten my knees all the way. I'm going as low as I can, sticking my butt out. Again, pushing the knees out. You cannot allow this angle. If this is happening to you, take a full James Brown in and go a little bit narrower.
Never go full James Brown.
You got it. Bend, hips back, feel the inner thigh stretch. Come up, completely flex the knees all the way straight. Dip into it again, find that inner thigh stretch. Come on out, squeeze. Dip in, hop out, squeeze. We're all going to be at different widths. Maybe you're way wider than Adam and I are. That's great.
She reminds me of a sumo deadlifts.
Yes, it's like an ultra sumo, like a Dan Green sumo.
Like crazy sumo.
Let's get 5 more. Nice and easy for starters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, ideally, we do this next transition without really lifting the feet or moving too much. I'm going to start opening up to my left side. And the back heel is going to come up. And I have a super long split squat. We're going to do our best. If you need to readjust and go narrower, that's fine. If you can handle where we are, that would be awesome too. Today's all about that stride length. Bending both knees, very gently tap the back knee, baby kiss, to the floor. And straighten that back leg and the front leg. Here we go again for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Very gentle with that knee. You don't have to tap it. 2. And the last 1. And we return to our wide squat by pivoting. And at any point you can reset the feet. We don't need to just pivot. But that's the maximal challenge today, is to do it without lifting the feet too much. Let's get another 10 in the middle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you can imagine, shifting to that right side now, pivoting on those back toes. And it should feel awkwardly long, super spread. But if you need to reset the feet, please do so. Very, very carefully tap that back knee. You don't need to contact the back knee, at least get close. Here we go, 10. Straighten both knees. 9. Straighten both. 8. Straighten both. 7. Straighten both. 6. Both. 5. Both. 4. 3. 2. And 1. We'll go back to that squat. Let's finish with 10 right here, and we'll hop out and relax our legs for a moment. 10, 9, 8, 7, the lower the better, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm safely going to heel to a lot of this. Get my hips and my ankles straight. Very nice. Very nice.
All right, sure.
I feel a lot in my feet. Where do you feel?
Both sides of the thighs.
Solid. Solid. Yes, of course. Quads doing all that stabilization work. Hamstrings doing the pulling on those long split squats. But a lot of foot, toe, arch, calf action as well. Quite a bit. All right, so now you know the sequence. Center, one side. Center, the other. Center, we take a break. It's over. Good day. Let's hit that balance, 30 seconds each side, and then we'll get back into our round 2. Let's experiment with widths. So I'm going to go even wider than what we did before for this round. 30 seconds of the balance begins in 3, 2, lift those front toes. And if you're used to doing a lot of basic squatting, lunging. This may be the most demand you've put on your hip flexors as of late. That's a good thing. Just prepare to have some deep abs in front of the hip tightness in the next day or so. 5 seconds. Those arches. 3, 2, 1. Hop out. Split again, other side. Nice and long. Back heel is up. Front toes are up. Begin. Let's get it. Ride the waves. And we should approach this like a skill that we want to get better at with each repetition, each set. So, do more than make it through. Let's try to figure out what you're feeling and how you can optimize, how you can make this a little more precise, a little less effort intensive. Relax, hop out. Shake them legs. Good. Same sequence. Wide, split squat to one side. Wide in the middle, split squat to the other side. You may tap your knee when you do those split squats. You don't have to. If you want to put something soft down right now to make that a little less error prone.
Consider the floor as grandma's wallpaper on it. And
Yes.
You just want to nicely touch grandma's wallpaper.
Gentle kisses. Always grab one.
Always.
Shout out to grandma's wallpaper.
Love you, grandma's wallpaper.
Preach. We're in the center. Big toe angle. And in theory, after getting a little skill practice and a little stretching, this round we should and could go a little wider. Safely with good knee angles. Let's get 10. Here we go. 10. 9. We're going to switch the order of the split squat sides. 8. So think of that. 7. 6. Getting lower each rep. 5. Really get into it. 4. Don't just go through the motions. 3. But be progressive if you can. 2. Last. 1. We'll try to just pivot those back toes. Ooh, that's long. 10. Baby kiss. Grandma's wallpaper on the floor. 9. 8. 7. Whatever width is for you. 6. Doesn't need to look like this. 5. It can be wider. It can be shorter. 4. 3. 2. 1. Put those heels down. 10 in the center. If you need to readjust like I just did, be my guest. Let's get it. 10. 9. 8. Slow, smooth tempo. 7. Resist the urge to rush through it. 6. We want to spend time in the uncomfortable spots. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Do our best. Pivot toes. Oh! I gotta readjust that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Here we go for 10. Big kiss of the knee. 10. Or just an approach. 9. 8. 7. Bending both knees. Keep the torso in the center. 6. 5. 4. 3. Let's hit flexors. 2. 1. We're not done yet. Oh, pivot. 10 in the center. Let's go. 10. 9. 8. 7. Knees out. 6. 5. Very sumo. 4. 3. Let 2. And lay 1. And James run out. Very nice work. Shake them. Let's get right into that balance. We're going to add a move. I swear these shorts got shorter since last time I wore these.
It's the way of the short.
Or maybe my legs got longer.
Or your booty got fatter.
Look into it. All possibilities. Maybe I was abducted by aliens and got new legs?
I think it's just all your leg workouts, beefing up your legs and your booty.
You
Shout out to Jeff. Jeff loved these leg days. Got that peach.
Jeff told us his wife is more impressed than ever with that booty. So, for his sake and yours, let us continue. The balance now, 30 seconds per leg, back heel is up, front toe is up, hit it! Game on. If you're starting to master this, let's try and lock both knees. Okay. Of course, be careful and gentle with that. Relax. Switch sides. Ultra base. Back heel up. Front toes up. Begin. And if we feel like we're getting it, let's go ahead and lock those knees.
Did you hear about the explosion at the cheese factory in France?
I did not.
All that left was debris.
Oh my God. Just debris.
Debris!
Debris. Okay. That's a winner.
Lost my focus.
That's one of the best. That man.
Yeah!
That's impressive. We have to write that one down
In the joke jar?
in the no, in the caption.
In the caption.
You can copy and paste. It's that fire. Okay. Adding a little action before we get back to our sequence, round 3. This is again from the split squat. And if you know anything about nomad training, you've done a whole lot of one-legged deadlifts and Warrior 3 variations. Today's no different. 2 checkpoints. First one is the split squat. Then we're going to drop our ribs towards the front thigh. And again, any width. If this is stretching for you, width-wise, then this is where you're going from. We bring the ribs towards that front thigh. Maybe you're out here super wide. Speaking of debris, Bree, if you're watching, I know you can go wider than this. Ribs to thigh, arms out. And we're treating ourselves like a scale, like a tipping balance. And this is our pivot point. This is our apex. And I'm calf raising off that back foot to shift my gravity forward. And how slowly, with control, can I tip, touch the floor with my hands, lift that back leg. And then I come right back down to that split squat. And I don't get out of it. We're going to stay low. And we're going to try that 10 times. So just think of the front leg stable, and all we're doing is tipping. Tipping. Let me show you 3 consecutive reps before we try it together. Here, arms forward, tip, tap, 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 like so. Now, if that's impossible, you can always grab the chair. You can tap the chair instead of the floor. Getting that work regardless. Shall we? Put the right leg in the front. Get low. Ribs to thigh. Tap the ground, lift the back leg. 10. Drop it. 9. Drop it. 8. All that weight is on the front leg. Drop it. 7. Drop it. 6. Drop it. 5. That front leg. Oh. 4. Stay low. 3. 2. And 1. My goodness gracious.
Ooh, yeah, come on.
It's all in the hips. Left leg is in front now. Same work. And when that back foot comes down to the ground, we try not to put a bunch of weight in it. Instead, it's just a touch and hop out. Set it up. Ribs to thigh. Here we go for 10. Tap and flip.
midfoot. Tap, midfoot. 3, midfoot. 4, midfoot. 5, midfoot. Lift that back leg. 6, midfoot. 7, midfoot. 8, midfoot. Woo! 9, midfoot. And 10, and hop out. Now we're back to our sequence. Starting wide, split squat. Wide, split squat, wide, and we break. Long stride. Different aches today. More up here in these high joints, more down at the ankle, much less in the standard leg day pain, quads and hamstrings. Nothing about this is sock, but this is the stuff we need to add to the bag. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, getting lower, pushing the knees further out than before. 7, 6, every single repetition should be progressive. 4, 3, 2, cardio demand is minimal today. 1, so it shouldn't distract you too much. All about the moves. One side, let's get it. Baby tap, 10, straighten both knees. 9, 8, controlled. 7, very good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pivot. We're wide. Let's go. 10, 9. Adjusting the foot position whenever you need. 8. Especially if you're on slippery floor. 7. We're a little spoiled here with the super grippy rubber ground. 6. If I were home on the rug, it would be a different story. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let us pivot. Oh, very careful. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Careful with that knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back to wide. Don't forget. Stick with me for 10 more. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Progressive. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Make an exit plan. 1. And I'm going to change. Oh, shake it, shake it. Take some bake. Lord. Mustard Christ. Feeling those hippies. Here's our balance. Maybe the longest one yet. Long stride. Let's get it. In 3, 2, begin the pain. Skills here. Don't worry about how it feels fatigue-wise. Focus on your balance and your steering. And then we can straighten the front and back knees to really make it a challenge. Eyes on one prize. Almost there. And while I'm super fatigued, I can't deny that. We're getting better at that, for sure.
Split. Back heel is up. Front toes are up in 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Zoom in. Whoa. Have some fun with it. It's strange. Relax, hop out. Good. Those warrior 3 tipping reps. Put my left leg front first this time. And don't forget about that back leg. It can't look like this. We need lift. Get that back leg way up, let it lead the party. Here we go. 10 of those tips. Maybe you're touching a chair or the side of a couch. Maybe you're touching the floor with us. Either way, let's get it. 10. Up. Foot tap. Hand tap. Foot tap. Hands. Feet. Hands. Feet. Hands. My feet. 6. Feet. 5. Feet. 4. Stay low. Feet. 3. Back leg up. Feet. 2. Feet. Last 1 to the feet. Oh, wow. Sucks. In like a weird, strange way. Weird locations. It's not that same old squat fatigue. Adding specialized tools to the bag. But we need this stuff. Especially if you're going to be out soon hiking with us on big steep inclines with loose ground, or up and down the beach with a kayak over your head. Stability in the long strides is essential. Let's get it. 10. Foot. 9. Foot. 8. Foot. Back leg up. 7. Foot. 6. Foot. 5. Foot. 4. Foot. 3. Foot. 2. Foot. 1. And down. Shake them. Water if you like. We're hitting that sequence. Oh my goodness. Once again, in theory, because we're opening up and we're gaining skills, we should be able to go a little bit wider and or a little bit lower on every single rep of these. So let's make sure we do that. Don't just go through the motions. Try to progress a little bit. Maybe it's the widest. Protect those knees. None of this. Or out. Here we go. 10's up. Get them. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. We're going to the right this time. Try to pivot. The longest one yet. Let's go. 10. 9. 8. 7. Be gentle. Be careful. 6. If you got to bail, do so. 5. 4. Oh. 3. 2. And 1. Drop that heel in the center. Readjust if you have to. Let's go. 10. And toes are smashed at the front of the shoes. 9. That's what that width does. 8. 7. Maybe you got to arch 8 like I do. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Let's pivot.
Here we go. 10, 9, 8 with control, 7, straightening both knees at the top, 6, 5, 4, shaking, 3, 2, 1. Don't forget, one more squat. Right in the middle. 10, 9, 8, 7. Stick with it. Hips are getting more endurance. 5, 4. Make an exit plan. 3, 2, and 1. Get out safely. Oh man, carefully. I'm really, hips for sure, but I'm definitely feeling the feet and the lower legs as the feature. Of course, we all have different bodies, different experiences. So we're all gonna feel like our weakest link as individuals the most. There's a big complex moves, a lot of stuff involved. Hit the balance. Why not? Let's have some fun. Heel to toe. Super short. And make sure the back heel is way up and we're smashing down the front toes. Like I see those kids on Heelys in the mall. Yeah. Shout out to you kids. You got crazy balance. 3, 2, 1. I can barely keep this while standing still. I can only imagine while wheeling through the Galleria, dodging 3-year-olds on leashes, through clouds of Armani Exchange perfume.
Those are Gucci kid leashes, okay?
Gucci leashes.
It's classy, okay?
Gucci kid leashes. If that's a thing, relax. I like it. Other side, heel to toe. We're way up. Ready to do that moonwalk. And hit it. 30 seconds. Heely style. Whoa. It's different.
Wow, this is way harder.
Yeah, it's strange for sure. Oh, relax. Shake it around. Of course, we gotta get that warrior 3. We'll play a little bit different this time. We're gonna go full range. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Still gonna start here. Tapping the ground. This is for sure checkpoint 1. And then watch. Instead of bringing that back foot down, I'm gonna drag it. Oh shit. To a knee up. And that drag is important. We don't want to put any weight down, but it's a nice stability forcing task for us to do. Normally we would do the one-legged deads like this, here, just come up haphazardly. I want us to drag that back foot. Check it out. Here, bring the back foot down without weight in it. Contact. Slide it up. When it meets the other foot, we can raise. You can imagine maybe rolling a pencil on the ground with the tip of your foot. Or a tennis ball or something like that. Here we go. We're only doing 5 of those, because as you see, they're much slower. Left leg in front. Start with that warrior 3. Reach. Hands on the floor. Now see if we can put the back toes down without weight. Slide them up. And grab that knee. Of course, we got to slide it back. Tap the floor. Back foot on the ground. Slide to the front. Bam. Grab the knee. Turn it out.
3 more times.
Slide to the front. Wow. One more after this. Slide it back. Once we grab the knee, it's over and we switch. Oh, that foot!
It's my calf and me.
All lower leg action. Let's switch. Warrior trace. Back leg up. And then back toes on the floor without weight. Just touch. Test the water temperature. Drag it up. Grab. Slide it back. Leg up. Toes to the floor. Slide it up. Grab that knee. Stick with us. Now I'm realizing the value of the shortness of the short. All this freedom in my Daisy Dukes. Last one. Right, one more. Drag it. Lift it. And slide it up. Grab a sit if you so choose. This is our final round. Final round. Let's make it happen. Oh. All right, here we go. Wide first. You know the drill. 10. Maybe the widest, maybe the lowest, maybe both. Maybe some combination thereof that feels the most progressive yet. Here we go. 10. Slow control. 9. Working them hips. Specialized tools.
Great time with that.
5 more. Hips are so important. The mobility there is so important to what we do. Beyond just walking, of course. 4. 3. 2. I even heard the great ancient philosopher, Shakwara, said, hips be not liars. Hips, no cap. 9. And it's too easy for me. I gotta shuffle back. I'm going wider. 8. 7. Put yourself to the test. 6. 5. 4. Whoa! 3. 2. 1. Oh, the hips are the most honest of joints. 9. 8. 7 with control and intent to stretch. I lost count. So let's 4 more.
5.
Amazing. Look at the precision.
4.
Look at that.
3.
Good.
2. 1.
You know what to do. The most progressive ones yet. Form wise. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. We got it. 3. 2. Don't forget the squat after this. 1. Meet me in the middle. Here we go. 20. 19.
See what you did there?
18. What's that?
See what you did there?
17. 16. 15. 14, 13. I had to do it to him. 10, 9. If your legs are sliding, continue. 7, oh, barely any bend left. 6, 5, push it. 4, long stride. 3, sliding all over the place. 2, there's almost nothing left. 1. Okay. Perfect. So, we're gonna burn it out here with a finisher. Whatever your less coordinated leg is, your less strong leg, we're gonna put it back here. And this is that heel to toe, near heel to toe. I've maybe got a fist width of separation front and back. And I have a normal left and right walking separation. We're gonna do that superhero landing squat. Like so. And all the way back up. Notice how the back heel stays off the ground. The front foot stays flat. And we're sharing the weight between the feet. It's not just the front leg. We're right down in the center. And super deep range of motion in the knee. The first time today it's seen that deep of a range of motion. So be cautious with it. Be very, very cautious. We're gonna get 10 on this side. We'll swap it out. See at the top. Follow our tempo. Make sure you can see the screen. We're gonna go slow. Let's descend and lift. Descend and lift. Descend and lift. Big range of motion treatment at the end. Descend and lift. Descend. We up. Weight in that back leg. Descend. Sit back and up. Descend and up. Descend and up. 2 more for 10. Hit it. And we're up. Final. Hit it. And we're up.
Oh man.
And all we do is swap.
Holy.
Yeah, that was serious and way different than everything we just did. The range of the motion now went to the knee and it's big. No more hip stretch. All about that knee joint. Same thing, about a fist width separation. Back heel goes up, we descend. Down, up. Sit in that back leg. Down, up. Down, superhero landing. Up. Down, up. Superhero. Down, make a crater. Up. Tony Stark on that ass. Down, and up. Down,
Captain Marvel.
and up, and down, and up. 2 more, let's get it. Down, and up. Here's 20, and up. Oh, wow. Switch. And here we go. Other side, starting with number 21. Weak leg is back. Begin. Slide, and left. Slide. And left. Build muscle. Feel heavy resistance on this. And up. Don't just bounce through it. Crank yourself into growth. 5 more. Let's get it. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Switch it up. Starting with number 31 on the strong side, foot back. Give me. Sit and lift. Sit and lift. Sit and lift. Sit and out of that leg. Again. And up. And again. And up. Another one. And up. Do it. And up. Give me 2 more. Drop. Like it's hot.
Finale, hit it. Switch, this will be our last set. With the weak leg back, so we're getting a bonus set on that weak leg. Finish the 50 for our 50 wonderful states. Here we go. 1, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. And for Puerto Rico, shout out to Puerto Rico, 51. Like that jello. Nice enough. It's brutal. Wow. 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 Huh. All right. Good steady state grinder. Excellent progress on the hips. However wide it looked for you. Thank you so much. Gotta hydrate as we sweat like crazy. Yeah? Yeah. Cheers. Cheers to you.
That last finisher move.
Oh yeah.
Weak leg was just like.
That superhero landing squat, pretty serious. Well, whether it's holiday while you're watching this or another day, have fun, be safe, love and appreciate what we got.
Thank you, service members, past, present, future.
Of course. Well, have yourself a nice day. Enjoy the new leg hardware and software you just installed.
Upgrade.
We'll catch you on the flip, you dig? And don't forget, what was that? Run that joke back.
Did you hear about the cheese factory explosion in France? All that left was debris.